Hi guys, it's me, Karlika, and in today's video, I'm going to do a comparison of the Fenty Peach Under Eye Corrector and the Sephora Under Eye Corrector. So I have the Sephora Under Eye Corrector on this one and the Fenty Under Eye Corrector on this one. One thing I want to point out that this one does seem to be darker, but this one seems to be hollower. So there is a slight difference. No person's two eyes are the same. So the first one is let's start with the Sephora. Biggest suggestion I have for you, if you want to try a product, get a sample. Sephora are really, really good at giving samples. They've never, ever had an issue with giving me a sample when I've asked for one. So the first one is, I'll insert a photo here of the Sephora corrector. This is in number 2. And I've just got a sample pot at the moment, which I'm trialing. So it's quite a watery consistency. And honestly, this is so much product. I know there doesn't look like there's anything in there, but that is a lot of product. So this one is quite peachy. The Fenty one is a bit more orange based. It's a thin consistency and I like it. I do like it. Obviously, we're going to see how it wears throughout the day, but I felt like it went on nice. And then under this one, I've got the Fenty Peach Eye Corrector, which is this one, which is greener. This one is also a more watery consistency, maybe slightly thicker than the Sephora one. And obviously, like I said, more orangey. So we're going to see how they wear throughout the day. So like I said, this is the Sephora and this is the Fenty Eye. I'll address this bruise in the next clip and we're going to see how they wear throughout the day today and see how they go. I'll look forward to speaking to you then. Okay, so first things first, and I think the most important step is a little bit of moisturizer under like an eye cream or something under the eyes. I did do this morning, but I've had to do the school run and take the kids to school, so let's get another thin layer under the eyes. Let's address the elephant in the room while I'm putting this on, this big bruise under my eye. I did go and have some Botox done about 5 days ago. And on this side, like, I bruised instantly. So I don't know what happened there, but we're just going to ignore that. I'm going to try actually color correct that while I'm color correcting my under eye circles. So I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to sink into my skin properly, and then I'll be back. Okay, so the first thing I always go under my eyes with is an under eye primer. I feel like this is a hack that is not used anywhere near as much. And for someone like me, I'm getting older, I have really dry skin, and you know what? I've got lines under my eyes and everything seems to crease. So I'm going to start with the Morphe Eyelid Primer Base. I love this one because it's waterproof and I have really watery eyes, so I wear contacts every single day. And this just seems to help that little bit. You only need like the tiniest amount, like the tiniest amount. I'm going to rub those, just tap them, should I say, between my 2 fingers. And then tap them under my eyes. And try get into the folds and the creases and all of that good stuff. Okay. Just tapping it in. Now, the biggest advice I have for anybody is if you want to try a product, get a sample. Today, I'm going to compare the Sephora Under Eye Corrector in 02 and the Fenty Peach Eye Corrector. I have 2 samples. I just went to Sephora. They're freaking awesome. They have no worries ever giving me a sample because if I like the product, I'm going to come back and buy it. I'm all about trying to keep a budget on this channel, but I'm also going to pay the price it costs for a product if the product changes the way my makeup looks at the end of the day. So I'm going to do the Sephora 02 color corrector. I'll put a picture of that here. And I'm going to take that one under the right eye. So that's quite quite a deep colour. And I think another mistake a lot of people make, even I found this when I went into Mecca, that they're trying to give you a colour corrector to match your skin, because I've got a couple of different ones here and they're so light. I'm not correcting the colour of my skin, I'm correcting the colour of my under eyes, and my under eyes are quite dark. So first I'm just going to take it on a really small brush, and you only need the tiniest amount of product. Okay, I'm going to tap that right in here, only where the darkness is. And I actually get darkness up here too. Can you already see the difference that's made? I haven't even worked it into the skin yet. Okay, so now I'm just going to tap it into the skin. Look at the difference already. I know it's still there, but at the end of the day, I have insomnia, so I'm not going to get rid of it completely. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer. I'm using the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape today in Light Sand, which is 20S. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit. Like, we don't literally need as much as these big triangles, and it's too much product for older skin. It's also a lot of too much product, way too much product. When you have dry skin, you're just giving it more reason to cake up and crease. Unfortunately, we're not 20 anymore, guys. We can't look like that. But we can still make ourselves look good. All right. So just blending that in. I really like that one. Could probably do with a little more correction. So this eye sits much more hollower than this eye does, but this one eye does seem to have a little bit more darkness. Okay, so I've set that with the tape, and now I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. For doing under my eyes, I love a beauty blender, but I just like these little tiny ones that you can get. And I'm going to go into a setting powder, and today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Halo setting powder. And you only want a tiny bit, like a real small amount. Like, I'm just going to use the lid to get the product. So you can see there's not that much product on there. And I'm going to pat that under the eye. Just like that. Okay, so next we're going to go into this eye, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Peach Eye Corrector. I'll add a picture of that here. And then, so this one's not quite so pink. I think it's more like orange looking. So to compare the two next to each other, yeah. So this one's the Sephora, and this one is the Fenty. So the Fenty is definitely more orange. So, oops. Okay, so again, I'm going to take just a very small brush. This one, I have absolutely no idea what brand it is. It's like C170-6 written on it. Again, I'm only going to take the smallest amount of product. And while we're on this side, we're going to try to hide this bloody bruise too. Okay, so again, just a very small, look at that already. A very small amount again up here. And then let's just put a bit of that on there. Might get a little bit more because what a difference. All right, now we're going to blend that one in. Blending it in, pull all the weird faces because we know we look good when we do it. Okay. Not bad. I feel like I need like a little bit more. Although I think it still looks good. And when I say a little bit more, I literally mean like I'm scraping off the lid, not. And I'm just going to put that just down here, right in the dark hollow bit. Okay, and tapping that out. All right, next again, we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. Is that going to focus? No, Tarte Shape Tape again. Just dab that under the eye. I'm not even gonna, I feel like the corrector's taken the edge off of the bruise, but it hasn't really gotten rid of it. And I don't think there's any point. I'm just going to use like a much deeper concealer on the bruise. Okay, tapping it in. Don't forget up in the corner, because I get a lot of darkness up there. Making sure all the edges are blended out. Sorry, I'm looking down again. Can't see that much in the viewfinder. Okay, again, with the little sponge into the e.l.f. powder. Literally, that's it. I'm not baking, I'm literally just trying to use this to set it. Okay. Also, just to try cover up this bruise, I'm going to go in with a bit of the Benefit Boying Industrial Strength Concealer. See how that goes at covering. Again, I'm going to go in and just try to see how much of that I can cover. All right. I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do considering it's black. All right, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my face and I'll be back. Okay, so first check in with the under eye concealer. Ignore this, that's wearing off. I was wearing sunglasses just before. They have both creased a little bit, but this side has creased a little bit more. So the side with the Sephora has creased a little bit more. But they are both creased a little bit. But I think like from a distance, they both still look really good. Just up close when I'm looking at them, I can see them. I still have to wear this for a couple more hours yet, so I'll touch base again with you then. Hi guys, so we are at 4:45, so nearly just over 7 hours of wear. And I think it's looking good. Like, I do have creasing, obviously. So this is the Sephora side. And this is the, Fenty concealer side. Both sides have creased. But I think overall, they're both still looking really good. I'm going to try it again tomorrow, I think. But I'm not going to set it. So we'll see how that goes and see what sort of difference that makes tomorrow. I'll probably try touch base again one more time before the end of the night and we'll see how we're going then. Okay guys, so we're back and it's 7:48 and I'm ready to wash this makeup off now. I do think it's holding up well. Like I said, we're at 10 hours of wear now and yes, it has creased. It's not perfect. But I don't ever expect that my under eyes aren't going to crease completely. I do feel like the Sephora side has creased more than the Fenty Beauty side. I want to add in a correction here because I don't know how many times I've done it in the video throughout. I keep calling it Huda Beauty. It's not Huda Beauty. It's not Huda Beauty, it's Fenty Beauty, the Peach Corrector. So with the Fenty Bright Fix Under Eye Brightener in Peach, that's $37. And the Sephora 02 in Peach is $22. So as I said earlier, the Sephora one is definitely more pink and the Fenty one is more orange. Like I said previously, you need to get a color corrector to correct the color of your under eyes, not a color corrector to correct your skin. You use such a small amount of the product that you're not trying to make it blend in with your foundation. So, you know, your Bobbi Brown ones and stuff like that that are bisque and, you know, all these different colors. You're correcting the dark circle. You're not blending it in with your foundation. You go in with a concealer to add extra cover and also blend into the foundation. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're shopping for a color corrector. Also, so if you don't have such bad circles, you could use a much lighter colored one. But if you've got the darker ones, then be looking for a darker one. Price-wise, Sephora one is $15 cheaper. So you could kind of say it's nearly half the price. And I definitely think it's worth it. I do like the Fenty Beauty one more. I'm going to be honest. I think that's purely based on the fact that it's more orange and corrects my under eye circle that bit more than the Sephora one does. I'm going to continue to use both and see which one I want. As I said, I do have samples, so I'm going to keep trying those. I'm going to try a couple of others before I commit to buying one in particular. And I think that's it for this video. Please like this video if you did find it helpful at all. I would really appreciate it. Also, feel free to subscribe. Sorry about the quality of this video. I don't know how good it is. My husband just brought me a Canon, so we're going to see how that goes on the next video when I film with that one. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.